Hello, and welcome back, young readers. I'm your darling little narrator, and in this episode, I've got a well of a tale for you. Now, what I'm going to need you to do is to pull out that imagination that you've got. And before we get started, I need to do just a little bit of housekeeping. And what that means is, if you have not subscribed to this channel, I'm inviting you to do that right now. I'm opening the doors. Now, while you're there, go ahead and hit that bell, because that bell is going to let you know every time a new story has arrived. Okay? And if you like a story that you're listening to, I need you to smash that like button. Let the world know you like it, because we need a strong channel. And when you like a story, it makes the channel strong. Okay? And I need your help. Okay? Now, if you're ready, go ahead, sit back, relax, and we'll get started. The name of this story is called Jonah, and this is within the series The Pirates Who Usually Don't Do Anything, and that's part of the VeggieTales series.
Ahoy there! I'm Paul Grape. I'm the captain of this ship that doesn't go anywhere. And I want you to meet a couple of my friends, Larry the Cucumber and Mr. Lunt. We're the pirates who don't do anything. And what that means is that we don't do anything. Nothing. Nada. Zip. But to be completely honest, we really did do something once. Just once. I figured you might want to hear about it. It's a good story. It was a long time ago. We were hanging out down by the seashore, not doing much of anything except for eating cheese curls. We love cheese curls. We love the way they go crunch. Anyway, this guy named Jonah showed up. He wanted us to take him to a faraway place called Tarshish. We told him, no way. After all, we're the pirates who don't do anything. Then he offered to pay us a whole mess of money. When we figured how many cheese curls we could buy, we knew we ought to think about it. Even though we're the pirates who don't do anything, we love to eat cheese curls. So Jonah hopped aboard our ship, and off to Tarshish we went. Just imagine, here we were, the pirates who don't do anything, and we were doing something after all. But don't tell anybody. We wouldn't want that part to get around. We hadn't gone very far when suddenly this huge, gigantic storm came up. Crash went the thunder. Splash went the waves. Crunch went the cheese curls. I eat when I'm nervous. Oy vey. That was me. It was a very scary storm. Anyway, we figured that somebody up there was pretty angry with somebody down here. And it was time to find out who it was. That's when I got this great idea. We could play a card game called Go Fish. It's really fun. So, we played the game, but there was one rule. Whoever lost walked the plank. Everybody played the game. Larry, Mr. Lunt, and me, plus Jonah, and this annoying worm named Kyle, who sold stuff. I figured he was the troublemaker. But you know what? I was wrong. It wasn't Kyle who lost the game. It was Jonah. And sure enough, Jonah confessed he was to blame for everything. You see, Jonah was a prophet. That's a guy who gets messages from God and delivers them to others. God wanted Jonah to deliver a message to some people in Nineveh. But Jonah didn't listen. He ran away instead. That's because Jonah didn't like those Ninevites. They were really mean. They slap each other with fish. Have you ever been slapped by a fish? Oi, does it sting? And it's all slimy. Anyway, Jonah didn't want to go there. That's why he ran away and jumped on board our ship. That's also why God sent a great big gigantic storm. So Jonah said if we tossed him overboard, God might keep the rest of us safe. But Larry told Jonah he didn't have to get tossed overboard. We had a plank and he could just walk off. So he did. Kapoosh! Sure enough, the storm stopped. It was a lot easier than anybody expected. So we tried to reel him back in. Larry tossed him a life preserver and Jonah grabbed it. That's when something amazing happened. A big fish swam up and swallowed Jonah whole. One big gulp. Just like that. Then the fish started pulling us through the water. So we started shooting stuff at him. We loaded up the cannon with whatever we could find. Fire one! I shouted. Kaboom! Out shot a tennis racket. Fire two! Kaboom! Out shot croquet mallets. Fire three! Kaboom! Out shot a bowling ball. The fish jumped up and swallowed the bowling ball. That was good for us, but not so good for Kal-El. He was inside the ball. Kal-El said that the bowling ball rolled right up to Jonah inside the belly of that well. Kal-El tried to cheer Jonah up, but old Jonah was being a real grumpy pants. Then all of a sudden, they heard voices. Kal-El said they heard some kind of musical number or something that told Jonah how God was a God of second chances. So Jonah prayed and asked God for a second chance to go to Nineveh and deliver God's message. And guess what happened? God gave him a second chance. Burp. The big fish burped Jonah and Kal-El right out of his mouth and onto the sand. And surprise! Jonah's camel Reginald was there waiting for him. Jonah went to Nineveh and told those people, "Stop it!" God didn't want them to keep slapping each other with fish. God doesn't like it when people are mean. And you know what? They obeyed God's message. Even the king was sorry for acting that way. So God gave the people in Nineveh a second chance. Just like he gave Jonah a second chance. You know, sometimes we all need second chances. I know I do. How about you? Have you ever needed a second chance for something? Anyway, that's the one time that the pirates who don't do anything actually did something. And it was so much fun, we're thinking, hey, maybe we should do stuff more often. But then again, maybe not. By the way, you got any cheese curls?
Well, that ends our story. And boy, was that a whale of a tale. I hope you learned something. I know I did. And for me, the lesson from this story was all about second chances. All you got to do, my young readers, is ask, and more than likely you'll get it. So until next time, I am your little darling narrator. Out.